right, guys, thank you very much for joining us on BTM Afrika. My name is NYDJ. Now, today I have a very special guest, and this guest, I'm pretty sure you might have seen the name in the inscription already, so you know who he is. But this is an interview. I'm sure but for some reason, we kept pushing it, and today, we are here. We're going to have this conversation. It's with none other than Minister Quame Gyedu. He is a gospel music artist. He's a minister, and I got introduced to his music some years ago, but I met him personally during more like a podcast shoot like this, and then we kicked off from there. And since then, it's been a beautiful experience. Being a brother, we talk, we have conversations, and I think it's only right that today we bring him on BTM Afrika. So for those of you who perhaps might have heard the name but don't even know who Quame Gyedu is, I don't know where you're coming from. If you are just coming from Mass, but then he is here. Check out this video. When we are back, you know who we are talking about. Welcome to BTM Afrika. I told you my guest, Minister Quame Gyedu. So,
Bra.
Yeah. Nice. I know that it's been a long time.
Yes.
I think this interview should have happened months ago, but na no ma be the dark way. It's Yamiado Menede Atna.
Sure.
Minister Quame Gyedu, for a lot of people, I'm sure that by now a lot of people should know you and your ministry and what you've been doing over the years. But for somebody, for the first time, you're introducing it to Minister Quame Gyedu. Who would you say Minister Quame Gyedu is?
Okay, so a very good day to everyone that is watching us. It's a privilege to be here. Let me say, I've been looking forward for this interview. Abaso. So Quame Gyedu, a gospel artist, born and raised in Kumasi. I'm a Fanti. But my woman Kumasi into me atena Kumasi all my life, my Dania Santini. And I said feel you tune for part. So I was born and raised in Kumasi. Me fast forward mission music production, which is the kind of sound engineering, no, and I did it professionally from 2006 to 2010. And I told her, I want to focus on ministry.
Okay.
Until between 2010 to 2020, man, anything engineering. I was focused on building myself as it relates to ministry. And I made better me home as a musician over the years. And in 2020, I go back to engineering. I decided to merge it with ministry. Because I realized that they need that help. With production because it takes a lot to do production. So I go back to production again, but this time hand in hand with ministry because it's very demanding. The time I quite damn hono. Now my year engineering kakra quite name you are on the road for ministry near there. I think briefly that's the little I can say about myself.
Also, one of the things I think I make is your school now is when we were kids. One of the easiest essays we love to write was myself. But as you grow, can't say come myself, it becomes difficult. And as you go, it
becomes very hard. I'm telling you.
Actually,
that me co-interview be a question way. Most times and only about first. Na me because a day.
But when we were kids, that's the question we
I'm
love.
telling you, we trauma me. Do not chop papa. Do not chop
favorite food. But unfortunately, when you grow, it becomes very difficult because you have gone through a lot and achieved a lot.
I tell you.
Now, you tell us from 2010.
Six.
You were doing production.
I was doing productions.
As at that time, were you into ministry? Were you still singing? And I said that time, all you knew or all you wanted to do was just production.
Okay, so I have always wanted to be a music producer. I think I had that right from the 11, 12, 13 honum no. Na me who say I have a passion for music. Now, me papa and a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yes, maybe sorry I will me too. I think just yesterday me make he post to be on Facebook and so for Penya or dedicate me. He's now living in the US.
Okay.
A bit true as you say, what you are doing now. Your father was my first music director.
Wow.
Many years ago.
Wow.
And now what taking over what your father was doing. So the papa na oye. But no you chorister. So him senior at the end. So chorus house and met dinechi. So I had that passion from there. My journey was when it was even a bother to him because he felt like because of my insanity, I need to go to school. We want to be and the music back then was so paying. You know, you're a musician now. It does a for us a cobolo and I say so my father really didn't like it at all. But for me, not me who say and one and person me. So from 2003, I think 2002, yes, let me see 2002, and I'm here me Kobe also on engineering.
Wow.
Saturday was me call SHS. My uncle. The school now. Now I started getting
You see, and this story, I remember Joe Metal has told me a story like that. Also Johnny Free School.
I'm telling you, me Johnny Sam.
And yes, secular artists then one.
The brass and no more foul do no more. Who be you? Wow. I'm telling you, too. Ever met Johnny? You 12 bills. One day, you pay more this school car from Mukwa. Why are you leaving?
Christian preparatory, bomb so. Me papa school fees, BA, I know it. Pamo school fees now.
What frame?
Because of KNUST, Abrofukati and name mangoes nowadays is on boys never quite TV. Now me want join your money.
Me primary me and you because now baby because papa is a headmaster. Intime no, yeah, Pamon Crawford say yo ya banasio, untimi kobi class ni to me empty na nkwansio. Untimi kobi. Until Kobe Tino, SHS what the name was bedaw. Yeah, and me year for home. To your money bomb, so now I'm the me to a jumen. Wow. Say yen engineering. Na me free a hraga. A coquada so by road because we are so now.
Wow. That's a distance.
I'm telling you, that time so no, then yet to say neya, and they don't really there. We dear there be route now offer. A one was a offer one for baby a wire.
Wow.
And na me nam for ma na me ko me pon na maba. Sa I did that for 4 years.
Wow.
And sana me say I feel the engineering no. Me hu Matthias here. Then I started working on my own from 2006. Yes, 2006 na me my first job say we did me juma me ame and my desire was me we na kan be fie na me discana ma me because wa bre o me. Me tie juma no we ya na frame say me ma me frame. You know, me and so ade ba kwa sometimes say me who say ni pay ye kwame to me breaking me down you say I mean I'm fan and hunu all the things she went through well fun and we be do fi na me ma be free so it was hard but me 2006 7 8 9 and a producer Mene Danbasi Mr. Danbasi he's a father to me inti menene na year Selina Boateng we are Makume Mudofu Papa. Okay. Which won a gospel song of the year in 2009, I think 2009 or 10. Menene a year, I did the production as in the beat near the Enna or mix any idea. Now let me use this. I know that this platform is big. Let me use this to address an issue. Okay. When Amanfote say you didn't come over here, they report it wrongly to him. Until sometimes or send the money. And on this medium, let me say this.
Mr. With regards to Danbasi.
Mr. Danbasi is one of the finest producers that Ghana has ever had.
Of course, I think my challenge they say, Bedru at times people's regard for people in Kumasi a certain way, but Danbasi, Basi House of Music.
I'm telling you. You bet me I can say 80% of gospel tunes are a breaking through. Mr. Danbasi has been the brain behind it. So when he calls me, say Kwame Ejuma we be it's an honor and a privilege for me, which I don't take for granted. Or no ni pa me ni nye Ejuma say me Ejuma jisika gidigidi. When he gives me, I take. When he doesn't give me, I leave. Because a man of his caliber, say Kwame Brabe Bobby, it's a privilege for me. But you see, when Udin commander, you have to state, say, okay, me boy
yes.
and not mixy way.
Yes.
And people will report it wrongly. So on this platform, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Dambasi for the opportunities he has given me. So from 2006 to 2009, yes, then 2010, I said, no, this is not the life that God promised, because I have received prophecies from 8 years, and I'm not seeing it. Until, let me just focus, because I've been a church boy all along, but from 2006 to 2010, I'm in your time, Grand Quasar, DBM share studio. A year, Jumasa, in time on Quasar. As I saw you need free me.
Yeah.
So in 2010, that was when the first time I heard the voice of God. Because you have refused to acknowledge me, your hustle will be given to another that did not partake in the struggle.
Wow.
Tina be here, Juma, but obi enime. Obi enime. Because I know, and they me can obi be unu, but back then, because you catch yourself me kwana me ye we are because I call unti me.
Obi an
Debbie. Who ye Juma ba say come de. And I'm saying no. Me jai bibi ato. Sika kakra na ma save. I started buying books. Because now my person ministry so empty.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to know what I am in for. So I started buying books, reading any idea. We GHS man, call SHSE. Make level 1 now, no make me film nam de bijaye. So say if you don't self-teach yourself,
of course, you need to learn. You need
learn.
to empower yourself.
Exactly. So I started buying books. Now me reading about worship, reading about praise, reading about ministry. Sa any krema de about the money.
Wow. Such a journey. He tells us, I say SS1 Ojai, but he had to, of course, upgrade, learn. And I'm sure that all along till now, he continues to learn. It's not like he just decided to stay back and say, so DMSU and I. He continued to empower himself, and that's how come he is here today. I understand that crowd now you're stubborn.
So I don't know can I media brag sometimes when they say it, I find it hard to believe kakra. However, Krabia yakra boneda. Just that me no man nantintem because mentimi anria. Intimi no mu free say me nante.
Oh, okay.
Because on the uhia on sami you know to dweno to crawl. But we need na me intimi. Intimi na me to me tenase for 5 years.
Wow. I'm
telling you. So no obi enim say me nante. Obi a hu me nkwara be mu bie hu me now cuz this is a miracle because it has a way it affects you psychologically. As out to okra wo droli kakra bi we need new so kofu di agora na kofu kwa ho almost so obi enim say we dey waka fom. Ti me ma me efri ye fie na hraga any market no and a bomb. To me, my free wa auto ade o market. No be dim the kako catch and say, Omra me say maso ade maso ye jina wa. Me nanti to me man.
Wow.
Yes.
Like you say, it's a miracle because under normal circumstances, or as a crabia crawling.
Exactly.
Now if you are starting,
exactly.
Also be no
exactly.
Then don't start it
exactly.
But for you, for 5 years, you sat down, and then on the 5th year, oh, sorry, I started working.
I started working. Because, I mean, who said a messy area? And they cram see me to me the baby crano. Sometimes it's hard. It's, you know, Sabrenedy, and I mean, I didn't have so much defense in Tino. And once I would was be a corner when we man now when not collide the agronia, the now see one in Tino. Me started sending until the crane to on kakranka kanti abie so bepemu na me obi a pepɛ dem shepa me penante bibiri because time ankola de nante edi agrokɔ up and down me ma nye bi me nante ne kura obeba nam tim ma me nkyɛn de bia nam tim ma me
boy
be timi ma me de say o akra we de obesɛ no de bia asi ma me nkyɛn tim with this
they don't understand the bond
between
you and your mom
me ni fi no de bia on net me nkyɛn. Etudim me see engineering me pia me banam ma me atopono twa me see be didi onu kwanti me didi so it was me and my mother
may her soul rest in peace.
I tell you
I'm sure she's watching her from heaven and so proud of you and saying that's my son. Like I say and then when they be but we did there heaven because of show
that's it that's the only consolation we have because we're bread.
Doing music in Kumasi, I mean, not too long ago, you had the 14th edition of your annual event, IFRNO,
Festival
of Testimonies. Festival of Testimonies. And this year, the end title was Untamed. Last year, and I'm about first one, and I was amazed at what happened. And I asked myself, wow, so this is happening in Kumasi. And I told myself, said, no, this year too, I'll be there. And I'm thankful that you gave me a card which even allows me to come next year.
Next year, yes.
Tell me, how did that ministry start? I know, say, and you know what started, so you go to churches and you do all that. But why did you decide to now set up something you call a festival? You've done it for like 14 years. How did it start?
So in 2010, when I decided to quit engineering, I came back to church. I took over the worship and praise ministry.
In your church?
In my church. And I was very dedicated to it, committed to it, praying into it, trusting God that he will move. And immediately my journey back, so I started SME, and God started moving real quick because we would do worship at church, normal worship. To say, sorry, I be praise, I be worship. And it gets to worship, and people are just bringing seed in front of the altar. Then testimonies started happening. There was a lady na onyemna nikunu itu kwan kwa abrochi na wawa kra na makra na mse wenya be a year or two na on table man nkada. And it was a burden. She was always crying. So one of the worship services, I told everyone to lift up a worship seed, and whatever they are desiring for, bianca ngusuna on fambra a metal altar in him. So they brought it, and she brought her own. Upon service, na nyumre ufia na be man a friend.
Wow.
Say okudru ya ni chini too.
Oh.
I think papers only maybe. But omo ya fi di omo ba say omo hunu like
whatever the complaint is and answer we is
no. Nti omo releasing nti ono obi dru fi ane brother ana okosi ni so no obi omo fa no obi dru fi ano say man frɛ me yere a na odi afrɛ ni. And she came to testify the following Sunday at church. It really increased in faith in the worship, you know. But for me, it told me that, okay, then God really meant what he said to me. Then I'm going to start a festival for him.
Okay.
Which will be a festival of testimonies. So, I first, you know, may a reason to worship.
Okay.
Yes. This is a reason why you need to worship. And I did it for 5 years. Then the picture became clear. So, from 2010 to 2015, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we switched the name to Festival of Testimonies.
Okay.
Then we rebranded and we started this one at Golden Tulip.
Okay.
And rebranded in the Festival of Testimonies. And it was a shock to everyone because that was the first Christian event I in Kumasi ticketed. People were like, go for man, now we need say.
Yeah, because you mean so
you go to a scanner. That time I don't think it will be quite to me shake. I say, na mo say the enyam yejuma. We am say mu ye na mu ye. And say mu na mo pem hwenya. And they will be telling us stuff like that, but we did it. And in 2015, we filled Golden Tulip. I still have the pictures. I'll give it to you. Wow. We filled Golden Tulip. You BA3 we need na boom. Emma, a chill on cry as a more lounge be waiting. We had to open it for people to be. The people were holding tickets, still no more abundant.
Wow.
Our car parking lot no was full. People were just driving. A baby drive back home because maybe you're parking a car was a problem. We filled it up and we shared the consistency. And it's not like it has been easy. I'm telling you, from your year first one year, do you know what God did? God told me to go to Sunyani and do a program. Minimo will be out soon. I mean, cool soon. I cried. We first were crying me fefe. Then I told the team, saying, "I'm missing him." I'm saying, "Hey, chairman, you sure?" See him call. They call your copy will be cousin. So I said, "Okay, move it to me about." Didn't call the cultural soft will be. So I saw that I know move to near you. So any idea na equine be a year program no. To the glory of God. Nipe by no me 15.
Hold on. I don't know how to say to the glory of God because once he said to the glory of God, people will expect hundreds of people.
I'm telling you, We had spent 2 months in the city doing publicity. I posters.
And Nipa 15.
15. Yeah. So for paying and Kasa Kache, music minister now or Pastor Kojote, catch and say, hey, Charlie, I feel for your guy. How you go minister? Also, oh, yeah, come here, give him go minister. That time no name the course of about dream. Say, hey, rat. But we still did it anyway. Guess what? These 15 people spread the news about me in Sunyane. And I had to live in Sunyane for about 3 years. Because every year, every week, me a program.
Wow.
Me program Sunyane because I had done just one event in Kumasi. When me feel Sunyane back Kumasi, me kruma, I wanna make tonight. Sunyane boy no iba. Because the rise started from Sunyane. No Kumasi. It's not me say me Sunyane. Yes, because I wanna page after Nipa 15 pe, they spread me. To every program be a Kwame Dasu Sunyane. Na me boy you ne, na me ba, ama me ba.
So God really knew what he was doing.
I'm telling you, I think one of the things God taught me was build an audience for yourself. Never depend on your father's audience. Maybe I'll call so for pay your audience on what bring and I do need to so. So in Kumasi, I'm the only artist that does not hold concert in his church. Me be that. Or except the first one, I'm a or sorry, because I didn't even know where to start from. Or apart from that, me concert or sorry, there muda. And I may be a makwa sorry be so your number bro 150 that.
Whoa.
Yes. So Oba effort now be 4,000, 5,000 people. These are genuine people who love my music.
Yes, will be because we now sorry for name, now sorry manaba.
Any program or sorry that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Starting from Kumasi, moving to Sunyane, and coming back. I understand that there's a particular year you had to do twice.
Yes. That was in 2017, 2018. 2017, we had done artworks in the BBA, we posters printed out in the BBA. And Nyamiton and Safre, Opem so Emami. His Royal Majesty.
Yeah, the Queen.
So there was a band.
Yeah.
On drumming, noise making, you know, we had to fold everything. Trying say, the baby release be say BTM go ahead. So it was in January, and I had the opportunity. So we did. Then course year 2017 November, no, the baby was January 2018. So we because we send why 2018 January program every there be 2018 November. And I'm a year 2018
At that time, no one just Kabiana. Because I mean, it's not easy to do some of these things. And I know we will talk about some of the challenges, but somebody sits back and say, oh, Charlie, then it's really been smooth. There have been challenges. But for you to do Odbe 2017 DNA in early 2018 and still maintain 2018 DNA, why?
I think just yesterday, my kid brother was talking to me. And I catch him say, Oba concert, you know, came for the concert. That's my father's side.
Okay.
Or say, Ojina, a chirina, or then you're in a bar, Ojeche, or Shabi, any sanos. Is that really my brother?
Why? What was he saying?
Like, yesterday he sent me a voice, or say, oh, said, yeah, what call Obi concert? You don't know them. You hear that they are coming to do a concert and you go.
Yes.
So overwhelming at the end. He was so overwhelmed. He was like, there's somebody I can just walk on the stage and talk to you right now.
We have to say go to be
exactly. And the way Oshe will be on Onunan Kasama, Wabami concert about, but this one was feeling like, Charlie, you sure say this with your brother? But one thing clicked in his mind. This guy has been consistent.
Yeah.
I believe in consistency. Bro. Say they made you cry me the bay. Because me suru say me breaky. Yes. I met this man me could did your casa.
Okay.
And he walked up to me. He's an elder of the Church of Pentecost. Which I know you don't know me. But me, I know you.
Oh.
And I have followed you keenly and I love what you do. Not because you are the best when it comes to vocal or anything, but your heart and the consistency. I tell people all the time, what did this guy hear? How come he does not stop?
Yeah.
Because, bruh, truth is, I started with a lot of people in Kumasi. And the pressure it comes with putting event together, and most of them,
I mean,
agile.
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
And people keep asking me, why? Why is it that you keep doing this? Bruh, consistency pays. What people are saying today is because I didn't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for me to give up. Sometimes I tell myself, my brain. But I ask myself, is there anything else I can do apart from this? My passion and desire for this is too much that say me tough for I quickly pick myself up and keep running. Keep running. So and yes, kind of in the door. The desire to see excellence for my city, for people to look at Kumasi and go like, yo, Charlie, Kumasi is killing it.
When you talk about Kumasi, for instance, after this year's edition on Team, which happened at CCC, we had a number of people coming. Lady Prempe, you had MOG, you had Akese Brimpong, maybe Autry, Joshua, me name's on a sign bond there. And I remember there was a part of his performance, and you were like, "Hey, Aquari was last time here," and he did something like. And I was even wow, I was like, wow, the way they switched the whole thing.
Yes.
And I was like, nah, these guys. When we were done with the show, Celestine Donko too was there. When we were done with the show, Celestine Donko's husband, actually Kofi Donko, who's because of my acquaintance, because of the Donko, he left a comment on one of my posts and said that Kumasi needs to celebrate you and Kumasi needs to really lift you that high. And I said that it's not just about Kumasi.
I think I saw that.
The country needs to celebrate you and accept you for what you've done. You've done this for 14 times. You are looking at the 15th one. Somebody will say, listen, with all these people that you brought on board, Belotri, MOG, Akese Brimpo and all that, you've done Sunyani before. Why are you still doing Kumasi? Why don't you take over perhaps Accra and go do it there? And now you've not had that direction to do it in Accra. And I say, you just want to lift the image of Kumasi and let people know that, listen, we can do it here as well. What's really the inspiration?
I think what you just said is key. I believe in letting the world know that, look, God can bless a man regardless of his location. And Kumasi also deserves to have quality. I mean, to be fair, this is where we grew up.
Yeah.
The land has been good to us. I mean, the leadership, the fathers, the churches, all of them have been, one way or the other, been a huge blessing to us. And he said, "Nyame adom na yemwa edu kakra, must we all leave?" And personally, I tell people all the time, one reason why I don't do introductions at FOT is because fathers really come for FOT. Proper fathers of the land, about 20 of them at FOT.
Yeah.
And Udi Agrosa will introduction, why I'll be Jubi Umenya Sem.
Yeah.
Because they come that much. FOT be banning Nimo in I saw from people. Two will be a fan and normal, or so for paying and a waba. And this weight they throw behind me. Me hunu be that I've seen other ministers who my colleagues tell me that no, Kwame, this is not normal. The weight they throw behind you, mean to me more sense from. That's one. Number two, ye jumana ye ndiye hosa ye nyame adwuma na ye he is the CEO and the ochere say ye any so I go to Accra for events any day, but I think this year nyame adom when we finish FOT, I was talking to people and I told them that for the 15th edition ye be Accra.
Oh wow.
Yes, well, for the first time, I'm going to do a concert in Accra.
Wow.
And no interest ye be Jai Kumasi. Because ye Accra ye Kumasi, ye Sunyane.
Okay, so for the 15th edition, you are looking at doing a trial like Accra, Kumasi,
Sunyane, and probably Koforidia or Takrade.
Wow.
Yes, I'm thinking about doing one. And this one, I feel a release in my spirit that it's time. Because for the first time, yourself, some key people in our media space that I know they have the influence, they have the voice took over FOT like it was their own, project or program, and posted about it, even as far as my big brother and all that, Samuel Gyedu, posting about it. And he sent me a message that we are bringing it to Accra.
Wow.
I still have it in my Instagram. He sent me a message after the program. I sent him a message. You know me, I'll send you a message to say a thank you and all that. And he said, Kwame, we are bringing it to Accra. So when he spoke about it, I had the feeling I was already speaking about it. But when he said it, it was a confirmation to me that, okay, this is the time. So we are going to do Accra. But over the years, I've stayed in Kumasi, one, because, let's be fair, these people have supported me. Bruh, Kumasi have supported me.
But I think the people of Kumasi, well, that might not be the voice of God, but when God speaks, then you have no option.
Yes.
But I think the people of Kumasi would also love for you to perhaps spread it to Accra. Like you said, you've been on shows in Accra, but they would want to see you take FOT to Accra, for Accra to experience
Truth
it
is,
as well.
they really are anticipating for that. It's true, you're not lying. Even my own people tell me that no, Brian Fadia and Kwakra. Adna baby do ne say Kwakra. And Celestine Donko and Mr. Kofi Donko. I mean, when we spoke, they were like, no. I didn't say you overhype. The guy is really working.
Yeah.
The guy is really working. Sometimes when you see the bloggers talk about it, you're like, forever. When they came and they saw what we did,
and you see, that's the thing. I mean, for me, I had heard about it. But the first year I was there, I saw it. And I was like, wow. I remember when I posted about it on social media, the likes of Ninoy and all those people were like, oh, okay. It looks like they are now beginning to pay attention. And then that gingered me to want to come for this year. And when I came for this year, it was a top up.
Level.
So then I can't stay back. Because I remember posting about it and Ebenezer Sapo, marketing manager for Pure FM, telling me that NY, you are taking me to church for like the first time in about 10 years. And that was because of your event.
Exactly.
So it tells you that, I mean, people are beginning to see it and the world is beginning to see it. So it's important that those in Accra and elsewhere also begin to experience
feel it.
Yes. Let's look at the industry and your bond with all these individuals. How does it work? At times, I am out for say, Accra, no, the way they connect with others and all that. But for you, it looks like you have a very cool relationship with all of them. How did it work and how did you build on that?
I think it has taken time. One of the fights I had emoji name I say, Kwame, you are too reserved. Even with him, sometimes you just call me and tell me, but why you haven't called me? Why you know call me? We say, oh, bruh, you make busy. I'm not busy. Call me. I said, call me. Call me. Now, me call interview Accra. He had spoken to me to a lot of media people. That he actually started the name Landlord of Kumasi.
Oh.
And Akesi took over it. And now when I go to Accra, we have the Landlord of Kumasi here. And I'm like, hey, now he was telling them, I got to Kumasi and I didn't know my left from right. Then this guy came to me and he was like, bruh, I want to help. Whatever you want to do, just let me know. And that's true. I drove him from the time he came to Kumasi till the day he left. I was his driver. We could step out around 8 a.m. and get home around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Yes, very late. Took him to places, people that can influence the program that he wanted to do. And from then, he became a covenant brother. I mean, I love Emoji so much because he's one of the few people that has really shown gratitude to somebody coming from Kumasi and helping him to do a concert. And when I got to Accra, the news was all over the place.
Wow.
And I'll go to interviews and people are asking, but who is he that before he came, Emoji has called?
Yeah.
This blogger has called. His road manager has called. Quame Gyedu is coming. So they were like, who is this person that everyone is like calling?
Like they've prepared the grounds for you.
Exactly. They were all, so it took time. Akesi has been a big brother over years. But connection has taken time. I don't just jump in. I give myself time because I believe
naturally.
Exactly. I believe get an opportunity to serve the person. It leaves something in their heart that I mean, forever they will remember.
Yeah.
So when I have an opportunity to serve any of these, I mean, when Brad Joe Metal wanted to do a concert here, I had an interview in Accra the day he was coming to Kumasi. So because of him, I took flight in,
Okay.
parked my car to Accra, finished the interview, rushed, and got another flight back to Kumasi. Picked my car just to meet him for his media tour. And I had done the media arrangements. If we hire and we did all those rounds and everything just to serve. And it got me really close to him. So over the years, people look at relationship near there. It has been years of serving. I mean, looking for opportunity. You are minimum, but getting really close until maybe I mean opportunity. I can serve. Let me just jump into it. A lot of our young guys don't know this, but trust you me, what service can give you? Nothing. Service brings relationship. I'm telling you, true. It creates a natural relationship, and Ubia one Kaibia out of that keeps you very close. Just this week, MOG made me bring the whole team from Kumasi on Sunday to Accra. He was doing his live recording, and he said the song I recorded with him at FOT, he wants us to record the song again. So on his set for his own live recording, he made me bring the whole team to Accra just to record that one song again in Accra. Wow. I'm telling you. And everyone was like, so you made all of them come just for one song. And he said, Kwame, this song, it has an international attachment, appeal. So I want us to do it well. I want to record the song again. Go. I'll give it to my producers. I'll mix it in America, pay for everything. Let the song come out because there is something in you the world needs to see. And this came not just per chance, but out of service. I'm telling you.
So service is very important for a lot of people. They just wish they could just build it, you can jump into it. Yeah, some of them do happen like that. But like you said, when you serve, it leaves a lasting impression in the minds of the individuals, and they are able to really go all out for you. And I'm sure it even cuts down some of the, the cost you have to incur in so many things. Because be assured that when you have to do FOT and you have to perhaps fly all these people in where they will sleep.
I'm telling you, when I wanted to do his flight reservation, was like, then, Kofi Jai, I will handle everything. Though. Baby, I emoji better for FOT. I had to. There was something nice from yes and come.
Wow.
He just wanted to come. I was in America. He came. He said, I'm coming for the program. I know I'll book my flight. I'll do everything myself. Mr. Kessie came. He didn't discuss money or anything. When I spoke to him, I was like, should I call Pearl, his manager? He's like, for Pearl, this has nothing to do with Pearl. I'm coming. Don't worry yourself. I mean, they just came to support.
Wow. So guys, build relationships. When you have the opportunity to serve, and it leaves a long-lasting impression in the minds of people, which will go a long way to actually help you. We are wrapping up our conversation. For those of you who are just watching, my guest still remains the same. That is none other than Minister Quame Gyedu. He has amazing songs on his channel. Before this interview, we were watching one of the videos which was actually performed at an event from last year. And it's beautiful. If you get on his channel, you're going to see almost all the music videos and all that. One thing you keep doing is after every concert, after every festival of testimonies, you put some of the videos and some of the recorded songs out. Sure. Are we going to see that from this year as well?
Exactly. Next month, we are releasing a song from this year's concert.
Okay.
That's October. We're going to release a song from this year's concert. Okay. And right after the election, I know people are anticipating to hear things are getting better. We did some Mama Piano. Yes. So right after the election, we are going to drop that one too. Then hopefully, maybe after Christmas, we drop Hosanna Forever with MOG.
Wow. Yes. I can't wait to actually have all these songs coming. I pray that they all fall in line as he is saying. And for those of you who want to check out his music, like I said, get onto all the streaming platforms. You're definitely going to get them. The Quame is not the normal Quame. I'm sure you've seen how we've spelled it under this video. So just check out. And I'll share a link to his YouTube channel as well. So you get to see all the materials he has on there. One last question. If you had a chance to record with any gospel artist, any, not just Ghana, anywhere from around the world, who would that gospel artist be?
Oh my goodness. This question is really
I'm sure
hard.
there's that one person you love so much. I mean, yeah, so both DAB because I made your own person. No, yeah, we understand, but there's always that one
Since the
person.
emoji is out because I've recorded with him. Still now, but Bran and I are for sure team say but then I have always
Okay, well, my main living to Ghana, one, and then outside also one.
okay to one
And then
one day I think for now I would want to have a song with Brad Joe.
Brad Joe Metal.
Yes.
Wow.
I want to have a song with him. Say ya can we win say quite bem say me ni afufro be ya.
Yeah.
There are 3 more people.
You can mention them.
I want to record with Akese Brimpong.
Okay.
I want to record with Auntie Dinah and Tria Melton.
Oh wow.
Then my own brother Kofi Pepra.
Okay.
Yes, these 3 say quite bema. That's
Yeah.
it. Internationally, I would want to I need the Brahma mouth too. Because one person that really inspired my music career is Pastor Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. Oh wow.
I tell people all the time, my music style and kasa, what I really want to do, because you need to commercialize what you do. The acceptance have to come.
Yeah.
Now I want people to start paying attention to the details of my song. When we get to that level, they will see what I really want to do as a musician. Because me menya punk and mean to be. I will just write lyrics that you hear, and it just pushes you. It makes you want to sit down and just think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my style. That's my style. And 2 people that influenced Pastor Kirk Franklin and Pastor Nathaniel Bassey. Oh, Pastor Nathaniel Bassey, the day I'll get a chance to record with you. It will be heaven on earth.
The other time I had an interview with one other artist and I asked them, I say, or the Lumba recording you ma. One her with Janium to
You see, I'm telling you.
When we in the carrier,
I'm telling you, when I get a chance to record a song with Pastor Nathaniel Bassey, oh God.
I'm pretty sure they are all going to see this.
Yes. They have to. So, Pastor Nat, if you see it, it's your humble brother from Ghana. Do me the honors.
And I pray this actually comes to work. And I hope that
Amen.
not just himself, but all the people you've listed, it definitely comes to pass. And a big shout out to Scott Evans. Scott Evans also advanced your music a lot. And I remember after the concert, he dropped a lot of positive comments as well.
Trust you me.
He has taken a different path.
I'm telling you.
Which I know is not easy.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
one of these days we need to bring him.
I mean, he's been to Kumasi a couple of times. We are supposed to sit like this, but time. But we're looking forward to that. Kwame, before you go, I mean, what would you tell the people of the world? I mean, those who love your music, those who are now being introduced to your music and all that, what should they expect? What should be the way forward?
Okay, so God bless them so much for the love and support over the years. I don't take it for granted. I mean, so we be social media, streaming on any adeno. It means a lot. It means a lot. So, I love you all. I appreciate every little support. Now, I want to say that the years ahead of us is going to be massive. I gave a promise to my people that this 15th anniversary that we are celebrating next year, we will have a Kumasi-based artist host an international artist. And with God, nothing shall be impossible. So expect a solid lineup for FOT 2025, and not just the lineup. Like people felt this year, the very presence, tangible presence and manifestation of the move of God will also be felt. God bless you. Keep supporting our music. Keep streaming the songs. It encourages us to do more. I love you.
Yes, of course, we all love you. We all love you. So keep supporting. And just as you support him, keep supporting us at BTM Afrika as well. Leave your comments. I don't know who next you want us to have on this channel, but when you talk, is there already kasano akwamiti? So tell me, and we will get the person on to have this beautiful conversation. If there's anything you want to share with us, opinions and all that, always welcome. Drop the comments in there. Maybe you want to sponsor us as well. You never know. Send us a message via info@nydjlive.com, and we will definitely actually get to, respond to it, and then we will talk business from there. We are always welcome you're always welcome to actually connect with us, and let's have that conversation. Thank you very much for watching BTM Africa, and of course, a big shout out to Steeman Heights and Apartments for actually hosting us on their premise, and of course in one of their beautiful suites. If you're coming to Kumasi and you need a place to relax, you need a place to rest, just make sure that you are doing that Steeman Heights, because they are always ready and available for you. Thank you very much once again for watching, and we catch you some other time on this same channel. This is BTM Africa.
Bro, so we brought you a gift.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this is from QJM.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
This is a golden plated. Do they need to see it?
Yes, they can see it.
No, this one there is for just us. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, wow. Amazing. Guys, see that? You see that? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, when you're next year at the event, yeah, and then we have a beautiful candle here as well. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you, bro.
I really appreciate it.
We appreciate everything you do for us. We don't take it for granted, and we pray that very soon we'll be able to do more. You deserve it.
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So this is for all our viewers and everybody out there. If you needed to drink water, just come. We'll give it as well. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you for watching as well. This is BTM Africa.